Good afternoon and welcome. Welcome indeed to another edition of the Panthers Report right here on the Mark Mosey Show, as we're going to talk all things Florida Tech athletics. And today, because it's that time of year, my friend, yes, we're conference tournaments right around the corner. We're going to talk some Florida Tech women's basketball with their head coach, Ashley Raley-Ross. Coach, how you doing today?
I'm good. Thank you for having me, Mark.
I know it's that time of year where you got senior day coming up on Saturday, then a conference tournament. I know it's been a grind, so let's go over the latest victory. As I know, we were talking on this before we came on, you swept Barry and you won over the last couple of days, 69-60 to get off a losing streak. Coach, how big of a win was that for your program?
I mean, it's good. We won on the road, so we went there, and I think our players were really focused. We knew winning that game would clinch the playoffs for us, so they were pretty focused, and Barry made it a tough battle. So, it was just one of those games that you never felt good. But overall, our players really battled, and our seniors are really playing hard right now.
What was clicking in this basketball game when you won by 9? Was outside shooting, rebounding? What was the things that were clicking for you guys?
Things click in spurts for us. So for the first 4 minutes, it might be our outside shooting, and then it might be attacking. And then, really we focus on rebounds. We had our center had a double-double. So, and then our other center, she had double-digit rebounds. So, we're just really hitting the rebounds hard right now. So I think that's a consistent thing for us.
It's interesting. I just threw it out there. Shooting, rebounding, and you kind of gave this little smile there. Is rebounding one of those things you've really been hammering to your team over the last couple of weeks?
Well, for sure. We talk about, defense wins games, but rebounding wins championships. And so that's kind of been our motto. We're really focused on defense, but we want to go get second chance points, and we want to keep the other team to just one shot.
You look overall, you guys are, 9-17, 6-13 in the conference. How do you look at, are you disappointed? What's the best way to describe it from your standpoint, year one with this program?
I'm not disappointed. Obviously, I have higher goals for us. But, I think that we went on a 9-game losing streak, and that was rough. And, most teams break at that point, and we didn't. We got better. They really competed in practice. Our leadership really raised. Our seniors they want to finish the season strong. We're doing things that some of the seniors talked about last year in May when I took the job. So I'm not disappointed. I wish it would have went a little bit more successfully for us, but I'm just really happy that we've been a team that's improved as the season has went on.
I had to ask the question. I have to, I don't want to sugarcoat things. And you're very hey, I'm going to tell you how it is. So I appreciate that answer here on the Panthers Report. All right, your seniors, senior day this weekend. How many you got that you're going to be really, hyping up this weekend in front of their family and friends?
We have 4 seniors on the court, and then one of our managers is a senior. So it's going to be, practice has been energized because they know we don't have many practices left. It's been player led. So they've made my job a little bit easier the past couple of weeks with what they're doing. Okay.
You've been coaching for a long time. Do you like the ceremony before the game or after the game? What would you prefer, Coach?
I'm easy peasy. Before the game is fine. I'm locked in. Our players are locked in. They deserve to be celebrated, and then we go handle business. So hopefully that's the plan.
That is really cool. When you look at these 4 seniors, and you said one of the managers as well, do you think about that first time you met them last summer and, that first conversation, how, hey, you had to sell this for them to stick around. They bought into your program. Do you think about those things, especially when you get to Saturday?
All the time. I'm very grateful for the buy-in we have with the returners that we've kept. They've really bought in, and they've done things that they haven't done in the past, whether it be winning certain games, sweeping certain teams, and then as individuals, some of them have hit their first 3-pointers this season. So I think I'm just really grateful for the buy-in that they have, because they could have chose to do something else. I think with their buy-in, we've been able to come together.
That is very nice. You said that. Now, here's the question. Who are you guys playing on Saturday?
We're playing Lynn.
Okay, so tell us about this matchup then, Coach.
We lost at Lynn in a double overtime. So that was in December, I believe. So it's been a little time, maybe December, beginning of January. I can't really remember. So, it's good. It's our senior night. They're a good team. They're another team that has gotten better as the season has went on. They're very well coached, pretty disciplined, and have some really good players.
You don't want to go to double overtime again, do you? You want to win. Yeah. I know, Coach, because I know that must be the worst for your players, where you battled that hard for that long. You came up short. I know you're proud of the team. So what is it going to take then to get this W on Saturday?
Just to play with some competitive confidence and to rebound and make sure we're talking on defense and we're just one big unit on the court and on the bench.
You talked about earlier clinching that spot in the postseason, right, for conference here in the Sunshine State. Do you look ahead? Because you don't know who your opponent's going to be as we're taping this here on a Thursday. How are you guys going to try to approach the conference tournament like that?
Quite honestly, we're taking it day by day, and that's been the message since Barry. We're gonna, we took Monday in practice, we took Tuesday in practice. They had yesterday off, and then today I was like, okay, so what's the focus for today? So right now we're just focused on winning practice tomorrow, Friday morning.
Okay, how's recruiting going for you and your coaching staff of late?
It's going pretty good. We have 2 signed freshmen coming in, and we have another commit. So I'm pretty excited about that. And recruiting is good. I think for us, we recruit young women that fit Florida Tech academically first because it's very tough. And then we want to make sure they fit our returning players in the locker room is happy. And, and they're good people. Like, I can teach basketball. I don't want to teach you to do the right thing as a human. So, we've been very picky about who we're bringing in, and I think we have some good targets right now on outside of the signees and commit.
Do you feel like yourself personally? Do you feel more comfortable now than where you were last summer? Where it's like, hey, I now I get what Florida Tech. I know the area. I know the conference. Do you feel more comfortable when you're going into these homes now?
For sure, we feel so much easier. Like just about who we're recruiting, who we want to be as a team, what we're looking for as a staff, who fits Florida Tech academically, in the classroom, in the locker room, things that work in our conference, what we're looking for. So I feel actually like myself. So it's nice. It's a good feeling.
That is really cool. It is. So again, senior day's coming up on Saturday. Who are you guys taking on? It's Lynn. That's going to be great. All right. So we're going to be celebrating the seniors. Then, all right, so that's Saturday, and then when's conference tournament start? Tuesday?
Oh, Tuesday.
Yeah. So this weekend or Sunday, Monday, is it just practice nonstop, getting ready for everything?
We'll do some rehab and let them take care of their bodies. It'll be lots of film. So, just preparing. I think with this group, it's been preparing them mentally, and then the physical comes second. So, it's good for our team and, heal their bodies and just get a little bit of rest and then just prepare scout.
Okay, before I let you go, and I appreciate coming on. All right, so for our viewers and listeners, I made a boo-boo with the scheduling with Coach, and I apologize about this. I scheduled it, then I wrote the wrong time down. So I apologize, Coach. So if I was one of your players, am I running laps? What's the punishment that I got to do for you, Coach?
We have my players will laugh if they watch this. We have this thing called a 30 and 4. So it's 30 touches and you have 4 minutes to do it.
Okay. So what do I need to do exactly? Am I running back and forth? What am I doing? Okay.
You got 40, you got 4 minutes to touch both baselines 30 times.
30. Okay. All right. Let me make sure I get this right. So is it only if I go court to court, all right, I got to make sure I say this correctly because then I might have to run even more. So I start under one end. If I run to the other end, is that one? Or
that's one.
Okay, so that's one. So really, okay, because I was wondering if it's going to be go to one court, then come back to the other court, then that's one. No. All right.
No, by the 15th touch, you're mentally tired. So it's more mental than physical.
When your players first did this, were they conditioned enough first day of practice, or did this take a while to get this going?
It took a little bit, but I think they know that if it comes out that it's either because we need to get in better game shape, or it's something they've done something. So, we have a good group. They embrace it. They've only done it one time,
Good,
not choosing this year. So, and we got better
good.
from it. So,
Could you, coach, if you had to do it, could you still do it as a former player?
oh no, I do it. They know I do it. And that's the thing that is the kicker, because they know that I will do it with them.
Oh, you will. Yeah, I like this. Coach, thank you so much for coming on. Good luck with senior day and good luck on the conference tournament next week. All right.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Mark.